Too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'm a running back. Ay. Same day, why I'm a running back. Friday, payday, running back. Ay. Running back, running back, running back. 48 yards, I run it back.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Johnson on the counter. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
We saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now. Ready.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Set, ready, 10 logo. 80 weapons. Look at me. Zip.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Now
it's Carson. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 in the Seahawk first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Watch the screen. He's
Go. Get.
Penny, a first down carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now it's Lockett. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
15 run. 15 run.
Stop your whining.
First down.
Hey.
They'll run with Penny. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Set 30 base.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Five.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A gain of 12 brings up third and less than a yard.
Let's go now. 60 or.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Check.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
29-yard line.
Down. 18, Gator.
Ricky.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Watch the pass.
On second down now, it's Carson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Shoot. Watch the shoot. Rush in.
Ready.
On third down, Carson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Set, ready. 60, Pittsburgh.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going.
General West.
Bang, 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 bang. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Yep.
Penny will try to punch it in, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Get it.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On 3rd down, Penny. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Protein spill.
On 2nd down, it's Carson.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Right.
On 3rd down, Carson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Rock. Here we go. Whip. Let go. Let's set, go.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. That's good for 28 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 57. Let's go. 57.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
You got nothing.
2nd and 4. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They
look to throw on 3rd and goal. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch this. Squeeze, get in there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
2nd and 11. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And they give this time to the tailback. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Ready. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
So we got man.
Set 2.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. So that one will be accepted. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I got you. I got you. Check three.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Squeeze.
You must be dreaming.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
On first and 10. Boyle. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Pick it up. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
5.
To throw again. Boyle. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
That's got to be a long.
On third down, it's Carson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. From the gun, Boyle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Boyle. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, Alpha. Ready?
Looking to throw. Boyle. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line. Pick up the ball. 40's mine. 40's mine.
Throwing on first down. Boyle. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down and inches. He gets this one to Johnson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw now on first down. Johnson's got it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short.
At the 43-yard line. 55. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Second and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 52.
3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 3. Jim. Delta. Gone.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Orbit. You're out. We got double up, double up. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go, baby.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He finds his man Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Break. Hey, Delta.
Dude. Check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike. Record. Let's go.
Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Kendricks able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Check. Bravo!
They'll set up to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Got an open man. It's Pringle.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the